let's install the Alpine Series skid plate. What's up everybody? Today we are going to be installing the Alpine Series skid plate, all new from 4Runner Lifestyle, and we're going to be doing it on Cooper's 5th Gen. Alright, so these obviously fit the 5th Gen 4Runner. They are made right here in the USA and they are 100% steel, and it is a super easy install. As you can see, this is the only hardware it requires because we reuse actually a lot of the hardware from the stock 4Runner here, and we've only got about 6 bolts that come with it. So this is going to be super easy. Let's show you how to do it. So we've got our 4 replacement bolts right here and right here. And then we've got our rear bolts right here, which come with a crush washer and a regular washer. You're gonna assemble these gold hardware to gold hardware just like this. So you'll put your crush washer first, and then you'll put your bigger washer on second. And then these are also gonna go with the rear bolts right there. These are your spacers that are gonna go under the skid plate and sandwich in between the skid plate and the bolt right there. And we'll show you how to do that. And then this is to cover up our oil drain plugs and oil filter. But this install is really easy, and here's where we're gonna start. So you're gonna take your cover right here. As you can see, we've already got pre-threaded holes right there. You're just gonna put it on just like so, and then you'll grab your 4 silver bolts and just hand tighten them in. Okay, once we've got those hand tightened down, you can take your 5.5mm Allen right here and just crank those down. It is a pretty snug fit, so you don't need to align anything crazy. And just snug them down just like so. Perfect, now we're ready for the next step. All right, for our next step, we're just gonna get under the car and take off a couple bolts. Should be pretty simple, and then we'll get this thrown on. Okay, so we're gonna be taking off the front and the middle skid plate here. On the front one, there's only 4 bolts, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. They should be a 12mm, but depending on your model year, that might be slightly different. Sometimes they're 13, sometimes they're 10. So we're gonna get started by doing that, take off the 4, and then we'll move to the middle one. And lift it off the hooks, and you should be able to slide it out. And on the middle skid plate, you'll have 2 up front, which we'll start with. And then you'll have just 2 on the rear, and it should come right off. And just like that, you can slide it out. Okay, so now we're gonna be taking off these 2 cross members right here. All that requires is a bolt back here, a bolt back here, 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 and here. These are gonna be 14mm bolts, but again, depending on your model year, they may vary. All right, so now we're gonna take those bolts that were used for the cross member there, and we're gonna reuse them and attach them at the front of the skid plate. Okay, so now you're gonna tighten them down just a couple threads so that you can wiggle it back and forth so we can align the other bolt holes. Okay, so now ideally you'll have a friend push it up from that back over there, and then you'll get one of those 14mm bolts and just start to thread it into these holes up here, right where you took them out of. And just like that, we can move on to the rears. Okay, so the rear one is gonna be just a little tricky. You wanna put the spacer above the skid plate, and then the new bolt that comes in your hardware kit, the gold one with your 2 washers on the bottom, are gonna go from underneath up. And so you wanna put your spacer in just over that hole. You should have enough room to be able to see it pretty clearly. And then get that bolt through the spacer, which is kind of the tricky part here. And then once you've got that aligned, finally, you can push your skid plate up, and you should have left your front and middle bolts loose enough that you can slide it around to align it. And once you push it up, you should be able to get the first few threads in just by hand. Might take a second, so just be patient. And just like that, you've got it hand threaded in just enough. So now you can go around to all your bolts once you've got the second rear bolt in, and snug everything down, and then you're all done. Now we'll just go around and tighten them down. Just like that, you're all done.